Alright, what is up guys? Uncle40 here. Now, the first thing I need to tell you guys is whether or not you want to take this video seriously is of your own accord, but we're in OG Blue today, so hope you guys will understand this. So, howdy y'all. Ranger Robbie here, without the hat. So, if you guys don't know what a broken pipe dream is, it is in reference to like the old west where they would like go out and like try to dig up oil and things like that and strike success. And we've been having these really long nights on Discord where we'll toss King of Bar a deck idea, or we'll be reminiscing about something that used to be good back in the day, and we'll actually try to cook up something. Bar has been really phenomenal with building these really weird things, and he's got this insect imitation deck he's working on at the moment. I'm sure if you guys want to see that, I've got something else for you guys over the next day or so also, if you want to see that. So, show me some love in the comment section and the likes if you guys want to see these other really crazy deck ideas and things like that. Now, I do want to say that what you are seeing on your screen right now, we don't have replays for it because we didn't save them, but this deck actually went 4-1 while just being played. Now, that is phenomenal when you think about it with any sort of thing like this. Basically, the origin behind this deck was we were talking about Yubel, and conveniently, my old friend, Next GRE, if you guys remember, good old Yubel himself. He's one of the oldest friends I have, and he hasn't done Yu-Gi tubing in a very long time. He's actually stepped away from the game, and he was around for a nice conversation the other night, and we got on the subject of, his deck, Yubel, it hasn't been playable for a very long time. Just because like how power creeped, the game has. I mean, I can't even play gadgets anymore. The game is just, it's too fast paced and things like that. Well, we were talking about, Fire Kings being the most consistent engine to make, Yubel actually viable and things like that. Well, we started reading into more general card interactions, and Yubel doesn't actually have to be okay, so when this card is destroyed, except by its own card effect, its owner can special summon when you build the Terror Incarnate from the hand, deck, or graveyard. Alright, so here's the thing. The other two forms, these guys, or this one, has to be destroyed face up on the field to bring out the next form. But you know what card is really good with destroying cards and netting you advantage? Diagram. So, our pipe dream kind of came together. I mean, we were talking about wanting to play Doom Shaman in this deck to kind of accelerate and be able to, generally turbo out the Yubel. And the challenge that we faced was, is there a way to drop out the second form without being massively punished? Well, once again, Dragonic Diagram and the whole True Draco engine. The fact that you have a sub-con boss monster to ensure that you can put pressure on the situation. Now, once again, this is a broken pipe dream. We tried to make this, honestly, as competitive as it get. Robbie, but why are you playing Skill Drain if your deck's concept is to make Yubel? That doesn't seem like a very smart idea. You shouldn't have two engines conflicting in the same deck. It doesn't make sense. You gotta draw this. You also gotta draw this. If you draw this and it puts the situation in check for you, that's why we're playing it. You gotta look beyond the fact of, it's a one-of, and to top things off, if you draw it in certain situations, it will literally put you in a game-ending scenario and just massively put you out there. And of course, Yubel with Diagram is pretty adorable. Now, one of the challenges, I think, a few people are like, well, what if you get this actually out in the field? You gotta kill a monster. I mean, it's not a problem at all. Once again, it's Broken Pipe Dream 2000. So, we'll go through the deck profile here, and we'll explain a few things to you guys. And once again, King of Bar was the one that came up with this. This was one of those 5 a.m. we're gonna build this and test this, and holy crap, like, you feel the excitement in these things when, you see Yubel in 2017. Like, our first game that we played against, it was against Naturia Beast Turbo, and down comes Yubel, and the guy's just like, really? Like, why you gonna do me like this? And then we had a Yubel deployed on a soul charge field off of, I believe it was spirals. And, like, what do you do? I mean, literally just Yubel, laugh at your opponent. Like, yeah, he didn't have the Tregate, so we were fine. So, it's really cool, like, seeing these things. But anyway, this is the build. So, triple Armageddon Knight, 1 Ignis Heat, 2 Majesty Maiden, 2 Masterpiece, triple Yubel, 2 Terror Incarnate, 1 Yubel the Ultimate Nightmare, 2 Disciples, triple Dragonic Diagram, 1 Foolish, triple Desires, 1 Rhoda, 1 Soul Charge, triple Terraforming, 2 Heritage, 1 Upstart Goblin, triple Call the Haunted, 2 Oasis, 1 Skill Drain, 2 Apocalypse, and 1 True King's Return. And the side deck is just very, very generic-esque, which is just 3 Ash Blossom, very standard Kaiju package, Dark Hole, Regeki, Evenleys, and of course our good friend Imperial Iron Wall, because we don't want to lose 2 broken cards. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to bring up here, someone is going to comment before they hear this part of the video, and they'll be like, why are you playing Desires with only 1 of the last form? So initially we upped Terra Incarnate to 2. We didn't want to bump up Yubel the Ultimate Nightmare. It's kind of one of these things, it's like you're playing dual engines, but the Yubel engine's slightly more gimmicky in this regard because your strong suit is literally Masterpiece. But in our initial testing, we were like, do we want to lure Darkness or do we want Desires? Well, also if you turbo into Armageddon Knight, if you open up the normal Armageddon Knight, you can drop whichever piece that you need to ensure that, hey, it's out of the deck, or, you know, I opened it, you know, we can move on along with our day here. So definitely something. But Armageddon Knight fixes a lot of situations. Also, the only real thing that we're really worried about is we need to, once we have the Yubel in the hand and we diagram it, then the Terra Incarnate's automatically loaded. So it is kind of a 50-50 with that, but the Desires in what we've played so far has no confliction to the engine. It's just to ensure that we can get to additional resources to make sure that we can play the game. You know, you're playing a fun combo-based deck over here, and you need to literally ensure that in your best case scenario that you have additional outs to make sure that you can make these plays. It's literally called making the best decisions you can with what you're given. Alright, some hands. Woohoo. I'm probably going to Desires here to make sure that we can get into additional stuff. Or your opening play with this is you can pop the Terra Incarnate, get it in the graveyard, and go get an additional thing. It's so weird that these have to be on the field, but I understand. It's pretty straightforward. Also, going back to the deck profile here, we chose Oasis of Dragon Soul and Call of the Haunted just to make sure that these particular good cards, you know, if your opponent does something, is like a response or like clears your back row, we wanted to make sure that like Yubel could actually trigger fundamentally. It's one of the things we were attempting to go for with picking these, instead of like something like Back to the Front, just to make sure that these can get triggered. Anyway, back to the stuff we can open. Alright, cool, we did it. Diagram, Yubel, with Normal Summon Armageddon Knight, you'll literally end on something. You'll end on Terror and Apocalypse set, ready for your Tribute Summon. It's actually not bad. Oh boy, you can Soul Charge back Yubel on this hand. Actually, you can probably roll Masterpiece, because, yeah, you can roll Masterpiece. So you'll Armageddon Knight, drop the Yubel, and then Soul Charge back the Yubel. So you'll literally have Masterpiece. Possibly you can roll the Desires afterwards. That's actually not a bad hand. Ignis, Diagram, dropping via Armageddon Knight. I mean, that's... See, like, these hands are what make this deck. This is just a pretty standard Draco hand, honestly. I like the fact that we can Soul Charge back anything. Haha, Diagram Yubel, we did it. I don't know, I think you guys are starting to see here, though, that, like, this is a very fun concept. These are honestly the things that I love most about this channel, and things that we do when I get the chance to sit down with people that get the opportunity to build and design fun decks like this, you know. But it's just a true Draco deck with Yubel in it. You're not wrong. But tell me, have you seen Yubel being played since like 2011? I bet you haven't. So guys, what do you think? You know, I'd like to hear some things you guys want to improve on this, you know, some other things. Maybe just go give this a test drive for a little bit. Nothing wrong with having fun with the broken pipe dreams, you know. It's 2017, gotta have a little bit of fun. So guys, leave a comment down below, tell me what you guys think about this deck. And once again, King of Bar, it's always a pleasure watching you play these weird, stupid, awesome fun decks. You know, just seeing the reactions people were typing when you Yubelled them with diagram was just absolutely beautiful. Alright guys, I'm out. Later. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.